Greetings, my lovely cats. I wanted to give you a small introduction about us content creators in general. We are humans like you, players who love the game or be passionate about the game or maybe getting paid to make a content for the game. So I'm asking you, before you start consuming content or just following blindly any content creator, do your own research. Read down the skills if your question is about a hero or a game, and follow the content creator only if whatever path he is following made sense to you. And this is one of the reasons why I take so much time on creating content. Creating content can be easy for some, but it's a struggle for others who's trying to create quality content. So I hope no matter what, you research whatever you are watching and only follow that makes sense to you, and keep in mind the main and the most important thing is to have fun. So let us assume you want to actually calculate how much might she will be once you upgrade her to the max. I'm gonna teach you how to do it. Now we have Mulan without any support, without anything, just 5 stars. She has 316 might, and you wanted to know if Billy is going to have a higher might or not. So she has 233 and at 0 stars. So this is how you basically are going to know. So in every single update it adds 2 to you. However, on the last star, on the last part of the star of each star level she is going to have, it is always becoming a double. So if the normal stars adds 2, so the final part of the star is going to add 4. If the normal star will add 3, then the last part of the star is going to add 6, etc. And this is the same thing for every single hero. So going back at our example here, you can see I can add an extra 4 might to it, and then the star itself, the next star itself is going to be 2.5. so this one is 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, and the last one is going to be 5. The same here, I can show you. Here is another example before I go on and show you the total increase. See, the last one became 5. So this is 5. Again, if you want to calculate it, it is super easy. So if it said, for example, Bella's might is 2, right? It's additional 2. Then you are going to multiply 4 by 2. This is the first one plus 4. So that's 12 might from the first one. For the second one, it's 2.5. So basically 2.5 multiply 4 becomes 10. Plus the last might, which is 5, so the total is 15 plus 12. This is basically 27 mites that is going to be added to her. The same thing if I'm going to go for the 3 stars. Now we have 27. Memorize this number, okay? So we have 27, 3 multiply 4, 12 plus 6 plus 27, because it's an 18. So that's 45 might. We have 45 might. Then for the 4th star, it's 3.5 multiply 4 and add 7. So you have 45 plus 21. So plus 45. So you have until now a 66 might. Now let's go to the final upgrade of her. The final upgrade of her is going to be 4 multiply 4, which is 16, add an additional 8, and then calculate the last amount in which we have, which is 66. So 24 plus 66. The total might of her is going to be 90 plus 233, which is going to end up being 323 might, which is the difference. I told you without even calculating it, the difference between both of them is barely 10 might if you are going to max both of them. Now in this phase, you are actually going to understand a lot of shit about both of them before I even go into the testing phase to prove my theory before we even start with the testing. Now, let me use the pen in here to make it easier for you. On the first half, this first side, we are going to have Billy. Billy is what I'm going to call the archer, so excuse me, and I hope it's clear for you. And Mulan is the other side, so whatever is in this side is related to Mulan, and whatever is in that side, other side, is related to Billy. So now you will realize something. This is her commander skill, and her commander skill deals 200% might damage and increases your might damage by 35, and it has 300 rage, and you start the match with 100 initial rage, which is 33% of your total bar. This is for the commander skill. As Mulan for herself, her rage skill itself, the commander skill, is 620% and costs 250, and you start with 150 initial rage, which means you're going to start at 66% bar, and this is critical. This is really critical and big deal. First of all, just based on the commander ultimate skill itself, we can clearly see that Billy is never going to be as good as Mulan if we are only going to talk about the commander skill. So in the first part, Billy will lose to Mulan's commander skill. The commander skill deals 3 times and twice as faster, so no matter what you do, she is going to cast the skill on you and destroy most of your troops, or at least some of your troops. Now let's talk about the signature skill. Mulan's signature skill deals minimum of 300% to 540%, and this is an 80% chance, by the way. It's an 80% chance for you to deal 540%. This is really fucking huge. On the other hand, Billy has completely different skill style here. She is almost guaranteed to have a double attack, and she gets buffed by might, and she loses armor unless you max her stars, and she no longer going to lose armor, but she's going to gain a lot of might for every single 6 attacks they do in the total attacks on her march. So she's basically a buffer into the march, but again, she doesn't actually have any damaging abilities. Like, her signature skill does no damage. Her ultimate skill sucks fucking ass. So yes, double attack is decent, but double attack on an archer could be obtained by literally from anywhere. You can equip the ring and get the double attack. You can have 2 in your march that can actually buff your double attack, which means that this skill is super over fucking rated. Really super overrated. Now let's just take a look at this, and I want you to focus on the upper side of this discussion. First skill is 200, and then the second signature skill is just giving you a buff of might buff and double attack, and it's still an activation chance, okay? So it's still an activation chance of 75% once it's maxed, I believe. And here you are doing shitload of damage if your signature skill with 26% is activated, and your commander skill is 100% going to be launched before Bailey's launched. So just by reading this, it's so fucking obvious that Mulan is going to be superior in this. But this is not the only thing you should actually worry about. Now, she gets basically access to two skills. One is called Bay in Blood and the Dark Flag, and they are considered to be generation 2 of secondary strikes. Now, the activation chance of both of them is relatively high compared to the other skills. She will get 35% for the Dark Flag, and she will get Bay in Blood as a 25%, and both of them are actually decent skills. But let's think about it this way. Mulan has 1, 2, 3 skills that could be activated at the same time from the first turn. She has 1, 2. That's basically what she have. And if you consider the fact that double attack could proc, yes, double attack have a chance to proc, giving her Bay in Blood and Dark Flag even more chance to proc. But at the same time, there is a chance that double up itself is never going to happen from the start. It's lower chance obviously, but again, you have here chance from the start to get 1, 2 and 3 attacks, like literally. How this could change everything, I want you to take a look at the following clip. A clip that had a double attack and a clip that had just skills. In the following example, I was fighting Burgle, and we are both almost similar when it comes to the stats of the archer. My archer though had double attack, while his archer had only secondary strike attacks and signature. As you can see, there is a chance they actually proc all together and literally end the game. It becomes game over. You can see for yourself. I literally got deleted just because he had 3 skills and he had the luck of activating them at the same time, while I only had 2 skills with double up. So what I'm trying to say here is having a double up influence outside the hero skills itself will give you more potential to deal way higher damage, even if it's a chance, but not wasting a signature skill to be a double up attack, or wasting a slot for a skill to give you a double up attack. This is obviously when it comes to archers only, not other heroes, by the way. Before we go on into the most juicy part of the video, let's discuss her pros and cons very fast. So for the cons, she has a low initial rage at 33%, high max rage at 300, weak rage skill that only gives you 200% might damage and 35 damage buff. It's not really that useful. No signature damage skill. She has no signature damage skill at all, and she loses the access to Radiant Ring because it's going to be very stupid for you if you are going to equip the Radiant Ring to her, since she has a free double attack. For the bros, she gets a free double attack, as we mentioned. She has generation 2 strike skills. They are all look interesting. And she's a high might generator. She generates might every 6 attacks. And she is the best holder of the Night Wolf ring, and this will have alone a discussion. So I have here my good friend Dalag, and we are both having an archer marsh. We removed all the equipments, we equalized all of our stats. We reset all the skills. We are having all the skills at maximum level but not red level, so we can give you a fair compare, and you can see for yourself the differences between both of the marshes. One of the marsh will obviously have Billy at the second command, and one marsh is not going to have her, which is my marsh. I did not max her out, but I asked him to max her out and he did, so I'm very grateful to him. And we are going to test literally everything about her. and you can see for yourself when she actually becomes superior and when she is not. As you can see, we have done many tests and it feels like it's 50-50. She might be little bit only superior if we are going to include rings, but other than that, there is no much realistic reason to reinvest money all over again if you already have a decent Mulan Marsh. But now we are going to go to the other phase, in which how about we make her a commander itself versus Mulan. She is worse than Mulan as a commander on the open field. This is confirmed. The difference with her and other builds isn't much, even though she's second in command. It's like 50-50, as you have seen on the equalized reports. She has the potential though to grow further if you equip her only with the Ring of the Night Wolf, as she generates crazy amount of might and she does help triggering the ring effect faster. So if you ask me, should you get her, I will give you my opinions, and based on those you can work your way out. She will always be better second in command, but she's never going to be your hero commander in the field. If you use her in the command as a commander on the battlefield, you're just hindering your abilities. She might not be worth maxing if you have already maxed an archer much. If you have maxed archer much, so why is the hell would you max her? She is worth getting and upgrading to 3 stars only. So if you want to get her, you could be safe and efficient if you just upgraded her to 3 stars. That's it. And I don't really think she's worth maxing out just to remove the armor reduction or add the extra 30 might, because overall those 30 might is not going to be added to your commander. Okay, it's not going to be added to your commander. It's going to just affect the marsh. Just give you some little troop attack, and that's it. If you get her, please get the Ring of the Night Wolf. She's the best holder for the ring. That's basically it, guys. If you like my content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It takes me really a lot of time, a lot of investment, a lot of money to be able to give you an accurate results. As you can see, the game is not free, so I would appreciate your support by liking the video and leaving a comment and sharing the video. That's basically it, guys, and have a wonderful day.
In a city full of chaos and a tangled web of streets lives a furry feline king, the coolest cat you'll ever meet. He's got muscles like a lion, a strut that's straight up mean, with a swagger and a purr that makes the ladies scream. He's Catzilla, the beast of the block. When he rolls up, the whole place rocks. He's got that charm, yeah, he's got that flair. Every girl in town's got their eyes on his hair. Catzilla, Catzilla, he's a sexy